Hey guys, this is Ketrin here from Kim and Ket Stay Alive Maybe. So, the episode you're about to listen to, we had some pretty serious technical difficulties, but the content was too good that we wanted to figure out a way to bring it to you anyway. So, it may be a little hard for you to listen to, but we ask you to just bear with us. Sometimes technology just is what it is. What happened was one of our mics didn't record.
No, Catherine, that's not what happened. I'm a method actress. And I just wanted to record this entire episode from underwater. So I might just sound like this. Don't I sound good? I'm underwater.
Right.
I'm 47 meters down.
Okay, so everyone...
I'm an actor.
Yeah, but in actuality, big thank you to Brian Sharp for using his witchcraft to try and pull Kim's audio out. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled recording depth next week.
Thanks, Brian.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Oh, come on, you know I don't watch that shit.
Why not? Too scared?
No, it's just what's the point? They're all the same. Some stupid killer stalking some big-breasted girl who can't act, who's always running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door. It's insulting.
Hello! How is everyone today?
It's 2019. We're still living in this year.
Yes. Yes, we are still living in this year.
Cheers.
That is correct. Cheers.
That's Ketrin Porter.
And that's Kim Burns.
And we're Kim and Ket Stay Alive, maybe.
Maybe. Hi, Burnsy. How are you?
Hi, I'm great.
I missed you as always.
Miss you. How was your New Year's?
It was exactly how I wanted it to be. Let's see. Eric, it was just me and Eric. We did some intention setting, and then we did some spells and potions.
It sounds lovely.
You heard that right. We just hung out with our cats, our familiars, if you will, and we cast some spells. And it was fucking great.
I love intentions and stuff.
It was so great. And I got a smorgasbord of journals this Christmas. And I am determined to find a purpose for all of them.
That's wonderful. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in lack. I need
Of journals? I got all of your journals for Christmas, apparently.
books for this podcast.
It was intense. Listeners, you're probably confused because this episode, I think, is coming out towards the end of January, but based on our recording schedule.
Middle. Yeah.
Yeah, Kim and I are just getting to talk to each other about New Year's Eve plans. I'm sure that Kim's New Year's Eve looked very similar to mine, just quiet, filled with cats, lots of sleeping, lots of just sitting on the couch in slippers and sweatpants.
Oh, I would have loved that. But I had to work, actually.
Oh, that's right.
It forced me to be out, and then I was angry because for whatever reason it's like the latest we stay open out of every night of the year.
Why?
But the only reason I work here is because you close at 10 or 6.
Yeah.
So why? But regardless, I was the first person there. So I got...
Oh, so you got cut early.
Yeah, I was on
Ish.
11. Which
Okay.
is still so fucking late for the time that I...
Yeah.
The longest shift I've almost ever worked, which is bizarro town.
Yeah.
Super busy too. But regardless, I got out at 11.
Yeah. And
Oh,
what did you do?
I went to the bar down the street, my local bar,
Yeah.
and the one where I pick up all my British.
Sure. Yeah.
Met up with one of those boys.
Is it the British boy that I think you met up with? Is this a recurring character in the series of Kim's life? How pleased is Ketrin going to be with this character development?
I don't know.
Oh,
It was great. It was so much fun. It was actually perfect.
great. Well, I'm just ready to be on this journey with you.
Someone that I dated like 2 years ago.
Yep.
He definitely hurt me a lot at the time. Or it ended.
Oh, I recall.
It ended with me having a lot of feelings. Because I wanted something serious and he's not there. Because that was when I was dating babies, which we referred
Yes.
to in the past.
Ghost babies.
Quite younger. Again, not on purpose.
Not on purpose.
This box.
Yep.
And but we've seen each other actually a bunch of times since, and he was in a really bad relationship. He's been broken up for a while.
They did break up.
Completely broken up.
Okay.
He seemed so much like happier and back to himself again, and like just better all around.
Well, that's good. So he's not like a shell of a human being.
Right.
Great.
And,
Okay.
and it was kind of great. It was actually kind of great because I know everyone there, so it was just like, oh, I had somewhere that I could literally
Run to before.
Went home, changed, and made it there by like 11:20 or something like that. And then like had all these people to be like, oh my god, hi, happy New Year.
Oh my god, I love that.
So excited to see me actually. Like when I saw, because he didn't know if I was going to come or not, basically.
What about my very special British friend who invited me into the bathroom for Coke and then I politely declined? He was very kind about it and has a killer voice. What? He was there?
I don't think he was there. His bestie was there. Though.
Okay. That like surprises me. I'm shocked that he wasn't there.
Time off from that bar, and that was the first time I think I'd seen him again in a while, so maybe he took more time off again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was so awkward.
For those reasons.
Oh my god. He was so kind about it. It was very sweet. He couldn't have known that I'm terrified of drugs. And so his invitation was just so misplaced and I was so uncomfortable. But he was so British and kind.
Yeah.
They're
the best.
It was wonderful. Well, I'm glad you had a happy
New Year's kiss, and because I was just so miserable being at work, and it was like it wouldn't have been the same just going home and doing nothing. Like if I had stayed home, there's been New Year's where I just like stay home and do like nice things, and it's nice.
But this felt different because you were coming from work.
Like already at work, and like, you know what I mean?
I completely get it.
Like I was like, I want to go out now.
Yeah.
So then it's like I had a New Year's kiss
I love that.
and more, and it was great.
That's great.
Your face.
Wait, is my face giving something away? Is my face giving away feelings? I am happy for you and your journey. That makes me feel good, and I'm glad that you had a good New Year's ringing in 2019.
I've seen some of our friends since, and they were like, "How are you? Are you okay?" And I was like, "I don't have that attachment anymore. Like I don't have that attachment."
Which I can see. I'm joking. I can I can very much see when you have that attachment. Yeah. And it's
like, we've also seen each other so many times since and talked about it so much. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it was actually kind of like nice to be with someone that like you have feelings toward, like you both like.
Or you have what's the word I'm looking for? A familiarity and a fondness.
Exactly. That's such a good way to put it. Like, familiarity was key. That was like going to be my second point. It was just like you feel comfortable.
Yep.
And we're fond of each other and familiar, and it's like, so it's nice.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. And I agree. Like just having someone to ring in the new year with is awesome.
Yeah. So
that's wonderful.
And then I woke up and did great things with my day.
Burns, you're my hero.
No, you're my.
Oh my god, what a coincidence.
Anyway.
I
want to do some shout outs to a couple things. Over the holidays, we did do a little fundraiser for the National Network to End Domestic Violence.
Yes, thanks for setting that up, Burnsy. I didn't get to tell you that. Thank you so much for setting that up. That was it was actually like a really cool little mini Christmas present to myself because I was like in Baltimore world.
Yeah.
And it just came up, in our text chain or whatever the fuck. And it was just, I just love you for doing that. It was just so great.
I think it's important to use whatever we have to like help others. So,
yeah.
Our goal was to raise $250, and the KKSAM community raised $320.
Wow, you guys! Oh my gosh!
Thank you, Sammy.
Yeah.
So much.
Is it sticking?
Is it a thing? Does anyone like it? I don't know.
Hashtag Sammy's? Hashtag double ding?
Double ding, Sammy.
I love it.
So thank you so much for that. We've also gotten some fan art, which has been amazing.
I am living for this fan art.
Over it. Thank you so much to When You Go Mac.
Yes, I would love to know
Instagram. His Instagram's actually awesome. He has some like really cool, like the whole month of October.
Yes.
horror pictures like every day.
Yeah, you guys need to go look at it. Eric and I were looking at it. I think New Year's Day we were looking at it. Like, it's just so fucking good. Like, it's so fucking impressive. So at When You Go Mac Instagram, you guys should go follow and look at his shit. It's fucking amazing. Yeah,
really cool.
And then we got other fan art from
Brett at the Let's Die podcast.
Let's Die, bitch. That was so cool. And we have it's referencing some baby burps map and some double ding action.
Yes.
And I fucking love it.
So thank you so much.
You know what? Double ding to you.
Yes. Double ding.
Double ding.
To the fucking bath.
Yeah.
And then I have one more thing. So Ketra and I were in a film together, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Years ago, and it's like a friend of a friend. His name's like Darren DiNapoli.
Yep.
I don't know how to say his last name.
Yeah, Darren DiNapoli.
A bunch of our friends are from Pittsburgh, and so he is actually like based in Pittsburgh. But he came out to LA and did a 48-hour film contest here.
For those of you that don't know what a 48-hour film is, you have to cast, write, produce, shoot, edit, screen a film in 48 hours, all of it.
Yeah.
It's super fun, super intense, really interesting to see like what the human spirit and body is capable of in 48 hours.
Yeah.
So he came out to LA to do one of those because there's a lot of 48-hour competitions out here. Anyway, go ahead.
So that's kind of been his thing actually for like 5 years. Like he's like almost spent his career doing like 48-hour films. And so now he's making kind of like a full-on film. I think this is going to be a short. Anyway, he's doing an Indiegogo for his film, and it's actually fucking cool. It's a horror film, and it's called like The Elf in the Room.
Similar to the Elf on the Shelf.
So it's a little bit of the idea behind The Elf on the Shelf.
Love it. It seems really fucking creepy, for sure. And like,
It's kind of like a brilliant horror. Holiday horror.
Holiday horror. Maybe it'll be out and we'll be able to actually
Well, I think that's their goal.
play the game.
Have it out by the end of next year.
That's fucking great. And the doll maker that they have doing it
that's
seems
kind of
so
like one
cool.
of the things they're raising money for is like they got like a super like their doll's going to take like 4 months to be made or whatever, so that way they can actually like I don't know the things behind it.
They're gonna make a doll.
They're gonna make an elf and it's gonna work good on the screen. It's gonna be fucking cool.
We're professionals.
Indiegogo. So if you like, supporting independent films, it's Indiegogo.com, and you can search The Elf in the Room.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Bernsey.
That's all I got, I think.
Yay.
Unless
No.
you wanted to maybe
What?
sing a song.
Do I?
Do you?
I don't know.
Dwayne Sanchez, Dwayne Sanchez.
Wow, this has a really like folk songy kind of twang to it that I'm living for a little bit.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you, Katrin. Thank you, Dwayne Sanchez, for your review.
For your review.
We fucking love you.
Dwayne Sanchez, Dwayne. Oh, I love it. I'm loving it. And I'm out again. Do we have any more?
I think that's all I got right now.
Okay, sweet. Thanks, Dwayne. Did you watch a movie?
I watched a fucking movie.
What did you watch? Was it a horror movie?
It was a horror movie because it gave me lots of feelings.
Oh, no.
I also watched it with a person.
A person? Who? Who did you watch with?
His face exploded.
Who?
It was another FaceTime online. I don't have anyone in real life to watch movies with. No, it was Brett from
Oh.
the podcast.
OMG. I love it. I'm very excited about this. Thanks, Brett, for supporting my girl.
Yeah.
What did you guys watch together?
So we started chatting because we had a GIF off on Twitter.
That went on for days and days and days.
But he just wrote something as a reply to us on Twitter.
Just so we're clear, I got a notification about every single one.
Yeah, it was replied to me.
Yeah.
which Kedron runs. Kedron runs the Twitter and I run the Instagram, if anyone was wondering.
Yeah.
For the most part. We both kind of whatever. But, and so yeah, then we started chatting, and then I'm actually going to be a guest on his podcast.
I love it.
Well, we already recorded it, but it doesn't come out for a little while, I think. So, yeah, we're buddies.
That's so exciting.
So, he suggested one,
What?
and so we did it. It's called 47 Meters Down.
Ooh.
Do you know anything about it?
Not a single thing other than it is about the metric system.
Correct.
Great.
Horror.
Done.
Horror in the metric system. Why would you change it to feet, America?
Why? Why do you have to be weird and fucking different? What's your problem? Okay.
Then I won't tell you anything.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anything.
Characters, dead or alive. Lisa, played by Mandy Moore.
Really? I love her as an actor. I really do. Alive. She seems like she's got some final girl bona fides.
Kate, who is her blonde sister.
Dead. Yeah.
Boyfriend number 1.
Dead. Aren't they all? Dead also.
Captain Taylor, who's played by Matthew Modine.
Gimme.
I recognize him in the thing. It was just that I looked him up and I was like, Matthew Modine, I know that name.
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay, I'll look him up. He's a captain?
He's the captain, the ship captain.
Dead.
Douchebag guy.
Oh, dead. Clearly.
Okay.
Oh, that's it? Whoa.
That's it, girl.
Shit. Okay.
So, we start underwater. And there's kind of like sound, like thumping, drumming a little bit. We're like, and then we like kind of scan up and it's like we're underneath a pool float.
Okay.
And there's kind of like muffled music and things like that. And then all of a sudden the body comes up and flips the pool float and red wine spills all into the water.
So it looks like blood. Foreshadowing.
And we see one of the girls pop up and she's like, shark gotcha. And they're sisters and they're talking about like jobs, et cetera, et cetera. And Mandy Moore is going to go back to her room. She's going to go talk to Stuart.
Okay.
Call Stuart or whatever. And then it goes to, title 47 Meters Down.
Whenever I hear the name Stuart, I can't say it any other way than this in my head. Stuart! Stuart! Stuart!
Stuart!
I just feel like you can only yell it in a cloying way.
Okay.
Continue.
So, toast. This is the second time this happened to me. I read toast and I was thinking like
the
toasting.
bread.
Yeah. No.
Got it. We're talking toast as in cheers. Oh yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheersies.
Here's a question.
Yes.
You like Chardonnay?
Yeah.
Not just warm Chardonnay, cold Chardonnay.
Yeah. Yeah. I like all temperatures of Chardonnay. Sure.
I don't like it.
You don't like Chardonnay?
No.
Shit.
Right now, but I really hate it.
That is my fault. I knew that you had an opinion about Chardonnay. So I told Eric to get Chardonnay. I guess the opinion that I remembered you having was a poor opinion of it.
Right.
But I knew it was just an opinion. You like Sauv Blanc.
All right,
I just realized that.
Chardonnay.
Oh, I'm so sorry, my love.
I mean, I think it's worse when it's warm, but thankfully,
Yeah.
like Eric iced it. He put it in the freezer for me because he knew I didn't like warm Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really like cold Chardonnay either, but
Right. No, that is that is 100% my fault. I only remembered you had an opinion. That's it.
Well, now everyone knows. So they're toasting to vacation, the best time ever, and blonde sister is like, Stuart, missing out.
Stuart?
I'm way more fun. And we cut to nighttime, and blonde sister is sleeping, but all the lights are kind of on.
Mm-hmm.
And she wakes up, and then she's calling for her sister, I'm having a really tough time in the beginning of this as to like what to call or what their names are. Because
Okay.
they actually use each other's names
A lot?
but not in the very beginning. So I'm calling them Blonde Sister and Mandy at first.
Right.
But then, like, I literally wrote calling for sister. Lisa, Mandy, sister.
Well, let's just stick with Sister and Mandy because I've already like secured that in my brain. So like if you say a name, even if you know who it is, I won't. Yeah.
It's LM, so Lamandy. And then KBS, because it's Kate, Blonde Sister.
Okay.
Hills.
Great.
So Mandy is out on the porch crying.
Oh, don't cry, Mandy.
BS goes out and she's like, Mandy's like, I lied about Stuart. He's not working.
Oh, they broke up. Shoot. Stuart.
Tell me. And she's like, I was embarrassed. You know, he was the one thing that I was good at in life.
Oh, Mandy.
It was like a relationship. It was the one thing I was good at. And, you know, she's like, it's my fault. He got bored.
Oh.
I don't want to do anything. And, you know, and she's like, I even like got this trip for us because I wanted to show him that I could be fun.
Oh, poor sweetheart.
Yeah. So,
She sounds depressed.
sister says, you know what? We're in fucking Mexico. Why don't we go out?
Yes, bitch.
Right.
Yes. Let's do it.
So, what do you as catch reporter do?
Am I?
Agree? No, you're Mandy.
I'm Mandy.
What does she think?
Okay. As catch reporter, I'm in Mexico. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, Kim, I know that I should want to go out. And once I go out, I'm going to enjoy myself. But I'm having anxiety about the process of going out. So I need you to get me some wine, get me tipsy, make all of the decisions for me, help me pick out a cute outfit. And then when I need to leave, you need to let me leave.
Okay.
That's going to be my decision.
Yeah.
But we go out.
Right.
Mandy says no.
Mandy does go out.
Oh, good for you, girl.
I'm gonna give you a point just due to all to your
Honesty.
A, because I'm like, go out, bitch.
I went
I want
out.
you to go out, and then B, because you had a lot of rules behind it.
Uh-huh.
You'd be okay.
Okay, great.
So we cut to a montage of them dancing, doing shots.
Oh, yeah, get me some shots, too. Get me some tequila shots. You know.
I got you.
You know. Yep.
Shots, girl.
I know you got me.
What am I? So they're like on a beach, and Mandy is just like, this is the best night ever. And I think she texted Stuart.
Stuart?
I think she said, fuck you, Stuart. I'm pretty sure that's what I wrote
Yeah,
down.
fucking fuck you, Stuart.
Fuck you, Stuart.
Stuart, fuck you.
Stuart. Fuck you. So, I see then that as she's texting that she's wearing a ring, so they were
Murrayed.
just,
Ooh.
which I didn't know. So now they're kind of they're sitting at a table with two guys, and they are, is this the next day, maybe?
Did they go out a second night?
Because it kind of seemed like that was like into the morning and stuff. So I think they are having dinner now the next day with two guys.
Okay. Maybe that they met the night before?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. So now they're talking about diving with sharks. And
Nope.
Mandy's not sure. And the guys are, they'll saying that they'll teach you. And Blonde's sister has clearly taken a class and like knows how to scuba dive.
Okay.
And the guys are like, you're in a cage, you're only down 5 meters, it's easy peasy, you take pictures, and it's super great. Oh, and like, how much will you look like not a boring person if you get pictures of that?
Oh, that's true. All for Stuart.
Yeah.
I feel nervous about this, though.
So-
I feel really nervous.
Lady Mandy is like, that's true. So the guys walk them home, and they're kind of, coupling up a little bit, and Blonde Sister and her guy kiss, and Lady Mandy's a little awkward, and she's like, no. And the girls start to walk off by themselves, and like, you never messed up one word?
Never.
I messed up one word.
Never messed up a single word.
So good. And Lady Mandy kind of starts to walk away, and then she looks back at him, and she kind of runs back and kisses him. It's actually
Cute. Yeah, just that.
She just does a little kiss, and then runs back.
I love it. Just being spontaneous. Sometimes you just got to get your fucking tits out there,
What? Your tits out there?
Yeah, like your metaphorical tits. Like you just got to get your tits out there. Yeah. Where you're just like.
Yeah, but we're not on the same page.
I just mean even if it's not going to turn into anything, sometimes you need to just get out there and kiss a boy.
Yeah.
I love it.
She's just having, she needs to be free.
I'm into it.
So,
Get your tits out, Kim.
next day. Look, I have no problem getting
Nor do I. It's how I won beer pong all of college.
So it's the next day. The sisters are talking on the beach, and they're meeting the two
Dudes.
at the shark dive place. So they're kind of just at a little pier thing, and the guys. So they meet the guys. They walk out onto the pier, and it's some other dude now that they're getting in this little speedboat with, but with their boyfriends too.
Okay, so three dudes total, or 5 people in the boat total.
Correct.
Got it.
And Lady Mandy is kind of like, is this shady or what? Mm-hmm. And so the guy in charge is Captain Taylor.
Okay.
And before they even get on the boat, basically he's like, you go scuba, right? And they're like, yeah.
No. Oh no, scuba's not something to mess around with.
No, you need to learn some shit.
You need to learn things. Yeah.
So, I'm all about being spontaneous and being free and living your life, but
Not being unsafe.
not scubaing without knowing how to scuba.
Yeah.
So they get on this little speedboat, and that takes them to this other kind of bigger boat, but it's very dingy looking.
Uh-oh. Like a murder boat.
Shitty. And everyone on it's speaking Spanish, so they don't understand anything.
Uh-huh.
And there's one of those shark cage things hanging in it, but it's very rusty looking.
No! Don't get in that.
And so they all pile into that, and the guys are like, relax, it's fine, and their little speedboat drives off.
Captain Taylor left them there?
No. Captain Taylor.
Who drove this? Great, got it.
I don't fucking know.
Great.
Speedboat's gone.
Okay.
They're on this boat. Stay with me.
I'm with you. I'm trying to make sure that there's not people that are going to jump out at me at some point. Okay.
So, on this boat is the sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Their 2 boyfriends.
Yes.
Captain Taylor and douche guy, who's basically Captain Taylor's first mate.
Okay.
So.
And the Spanish speakers.
And they all speak Spanish.
Okay.
The girls.
Shit. This is why do my fucking parents tell me to take French in high school? There's not been a horror movie where my French skills, that I also don't have. I also can't speak French, but I also can't speak Spanish.
Even if you took Spanish in high school, if it was anything like me taking Spanish in high school.
I can't speak a lick of it.
Speak
Yeah, I don't speak French. I don't speak Spanish, so it didn't matter what I took. Got it.
So, they're on this dingy boat now, and it's going out into the ocean.
No.
Stop in really deep ocean.
No.
And they're like, it's feeding time.
No.
And they pour a bucket of blood and fish guts into the ocean.
It's called chum.
And it's so funny that you say that. At the same time, Brett was like, I think that's illegal. And then 5 seconds later, one of the girls says, I thought it was illegal to chum the water.
Wait, why are we all hanging out on the boat right now?
So there's more speaking Spanish, and the girls don't understand. And they look over the edge, and there is a shark. So now we cut to Lady Mandy. She's down in a bathroom. Mm-hmm. She's washing her face, and she's just kind of like, I can't do it. I don't know if I can do it. She's just freaking out a little.
Correct, Mandy.
And
correct.
KBS
Kibbles, kibbies.
KBS sister, having a tough time because I write KBS all the time, but that seems difficult.
So let's call her Kibs.
Kibbs sister. Kibbs is like, please come on, the photos are gonna make Stuart so jealous.
Kibbs, no.
And Lady Mandy agrees.
Oh, shit.
She says, okay. So back on the boat, the two boyfriends are now getting in the cage and going down.
Sometimes you have to be the wet blanket so that you're not the wet chum. T-shirt? Is that a t-shirt? Is that in the survival guide?
Catherine, can you please go away?
I'll see myself out.
I just want to let you know the boat is called Siesta, S-E-A, Esta.
Oh, fuck off. Get out of here.
So boyfriends are going down in the cage, and the captain calls the girls over, and there's a huge shark in the boat.
No.
20 feet. And he's like, come on, get suited up. And they're nervous. They're both kind of nervous at this point.
Yeah.
And
And the fucking cage is like fucking rusty.
yeah.
I hate this. I hate this.
The captain now is speaking Spanish down to the guys over like a speaker. So there's like a way to communicate with the people in the cage, basically. So the girls are putting their scuba stuff on. And there's a little thing connected to the scuba that shows your air. And it's measuring the bar is what they call it.
Barometer?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe? Let's say it's a barometer.
Yeah.
Aerometer.
I'm sure Steph will listen.
Yeah.
The aerometer is at 200. And
Is that the highest it goes or?
that's where it starts.
Okay.
Right now.
All right.
They haven't gone in. This is the girls are putting on their gear. So
Got
it's
it.
200.
Okay.
A full tank of air, basically. So 100, he's like, let me know when you get there. And at 50, I'll bring you back up. Basically.
I'm gonna fucking alert him at 1:59 to bring me back up. I'm terrified right now.
I mean, maybe just don't go in then.
I'm not going to. I'm not going in. I'm staying on the boat. Call me a wet blanket.
And he kind of talks about, you'll only be down 5 meters. Something about equilibrizing.
Equilibrium?
No,
Equal barometerizing.
People don't ask me. But he like basically says something, and Gibbs is like knows what he's saying. He's like, yeah, you just tilt your head back.
Oh, okay.
But Lady Mandy
Is like, ha, me too, yeah.
if you need to, I guess he's like, if you need to equilibrize.
Equal barometerize? It's equal barometerize, I think.
Equilibrize is a word.
Okay. It is now.
Tilt your head back.
Okay. Can I ask a stupid question? I know that a yard is like approximately 3 feet. Do we know a meter? We don't know.
Do you want to Google it right now?
I do. Just keep talking.
So, but yeah, even that like shows that like Gibbs knows what she's doing, and Lady Mandy
Does not.
she's like, okay, yeah, totally.
Oh my God, Lady Mandy.
So he says they'll be down 5 meters, which is
3 feet. 1 meter is 3 feet. 3.28 feet.
1 meter is 3 feet.
So 15
15.
and some feet. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Got it.
But he's like, the faster you breathe, the faster your air goes away.
Correct. So if you start to hyperventilate, you fucked.
Yeah, the aerometer
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah.
So they start bringing the boyfriends back up. Douchebag guy
Fuck this guy.
comes over to them and is just kind of like, the sharks sense if you're scared. They can hear your heartbeat. Like a dick.
Like water horses.
What?
Horses sense your fear as well. Eric, cut this.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear it. So Gibbs, boys are back up, and she borrows one of the boyfriend's camera, and he's like, "Yeah, just don't lose it." His underwater camera.
Okay.
And Lady Mandy is so scared. She's breathing. She's like, "It's okay, it's okay." So They get in the cage.
No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to get in.
I know. This is me the entire movie.
I just want to get out of the cage.
To be part of any of this.
Can I, instead of getting in the cage, can I have a margarita?
Here's the thing. You're a swimmer. Like, you live in the water. And
Yes.
I understand, but maybe not scubaing, but like, I don't even know how to swim.
You absolutely don't know how to swim at all.
There.
Well,
Just not efficient.
can you?
I can. It's not like I'm going to drown in a pool.
You're not going to drown in a
Together.
pool. I do still feel like I need to like at least keep my periphery on you though when we're in the pool together.
No. Sure.
No, I agree with you.
And I wasn't on a swim team like you, but I can swim.
Stephanie Mott has talked to me about this before where she's like, I don't understand why you don't want to scuba. And I'm like, because my love for the water and my ability to swim doesn't negate my sort of like terrifying awe of the water, that like the ocean could kill me in the blink of an eye.
Right.
So my love for it and my swimming ability doesn't mean that I won't feel claustrophobic and terrified with like, I can't breathe underwater, and having to rely on machinery to breathe underwater where I'm not supposed to be is not good for my anxiety.
Yeah, I would definitely have panic attacks.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going underwater. Now the camera is actually underwater, and we're kind of watching the cage go down. And so the girls are in, and Lady Mandy, once she's in and down, she's actually like, you can see for miles.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I had no idea.
I mean, that does sound
It's beautiful.
beautiful. Yes.
And then they hear the captain over the radio. So basically, there's something that the captain is talking through, but it's just connected to their gear.
Got it.
So the speakers are connected, so they can just hear him and talk back to him. And they hear him over the radio, and he's like, "You doing good?" And they say, "There's no sharks, but you know we're good." And they're like, "Okay, we'll add more chum." And
No.
Lady Mandy was just like, "I love it." And they kind of look down and they're like, "How deep do you think it goes?" And they're just like, "I have no idea." And they're taking pictures, and then they drop the camera. And they're like, "No!"
No.
And it like starts to fall through towards the bottom of the cage, and then it's like through, it goes right to the bottom of the cage, and they can't reach it. And then bam, the shark pops up and eats the camera.
Fuck me.
And
Get out of here, shark.
So big.
Oh my God. Is it too big?
It's around.
Oh God. I need more wine. I'm sorry. I need more wine. Keep talking. I'm putting down my mic to get more wine. Hold on.
I just want you to know that this is basically me watching the movie. Also, like your reaction right now was me watching the movie. Brett was like, "I'm so sorry I made you watch this," and I was like, "No, this is my job. This is what I do." But like, I'm not doing well.
Oh God. I gotta fill up this wine star. Oh God. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. I'm back.
So the shark's swimming around them, and one of them's like, "I dare you to touch it."
No, you dumb bitch. Do not touch it.
And then they hear a loud bang, and the cage moved a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Kind of just like dropped.
Mm-hmm.
And the captain kind of says, "Oh, the wedge mechanism dropped because it's like a crane."
What wedge mechanism? What wedge mechanism? What is this mechanism? What does it do? Where is it wedged?
You know, like it's a crane. You know, letting them in. So he's like, "Oh, it just dropped a bit, but it's fine."
It's not fine.
How do you reply, and how do they reply?
I reply, "Get me the fuck back up, you douchebag. Get me the fuck out of here. Blend up that margarita. I'm out of this bitch." What does she do? She goes, "Okay, no worries. It's beautiful down here."
Lady Mandy says, "No, we want to come back up."
Yeah. We want to come back up. Yeah.
This is like, "No, it's fine." And she's like, "Yes."
Shut the fuck up, Kibbs.
And so Captain says, "Okay, we'll start to bring you up."
Okay.
So
Great.
it starts to kind of like crane them back up, and we kind of see the top of the water. And the guys start to grab, and then the chain releases.
No.
And they are dropping.
No.
Dropping completely all the way down. Just in this cage, falling way down in the water. They go all the way down and hit the fucking ocean.
Am I barfing right now? Out of my ears?
I know. Girl, buckle you.
Okay.
Just the beginning.
Let me guess. The floor was 47 meters down?
So they hit the ocean floor, and the crane piece falls on top of the cage.
No.
This is when I start to write my feelings. I said, I want to die. I hate this so much. I'm having a panic attack.
I hate this.
I was like, I want to die. And Brett goes, let's die together.
Aw, that's sweet. Shameless plug, Brett. I'm just kidding.
That's what they say on their thing.
No, it's a...
Anyway, we're having a panic attack. We're all panicking.
I'm currently pooping my pants right now. I'm barfing and pooping and peeing and screaming and dying and screaming.
I mean, I'm with you. That is
Yeah.
I was not okay.
No.
I hate this so much. I'm not good. So Lady Mandy is passed out, and there's kind of a little blood coming from her nose.
Because she fell?
And we're not sure.
Okay.
But then we start hearing kind of we're on her face, and we kind of hear distant sounds of Kibbs being like, wake up, wake up. And bloody water starts coming out of her mask.
No!
Into the water.
No!
And then Lady Mandy wakes up, and she is panicking, and she's like, help!
Why?
Help! Can we get the...
Why is she panicked?
We gotta... And Kibbs is like, don't panic, calm down, breathe.
You don't panic, Kibbs!
No, you have to breathe slowly. You'll use more air. Mm-hmm. And Lady Mandy says, how deep are we?
Is it 47 meters? I wish it wasn't. I wish it wasn't 47 meters.
So what was our math? Times 47 times 3, basically.
Girl, I don't do that shit. 47. It's a lot of meters. It's a lot of feet.
It's 100 over 120. So
it's 141.
it's a lot of feet.
Did I just do that?
I think you did. So she's like, we're 47 meters down. The crane ripped off the boat.
I hate you.
And we start hearing kind of radio kind of through the speaker, but it's it's too far, it's out of almost it's
yeah. I keep talking. I'm looking up something that is 141 feet because I don't know what that means. So go ahead.
Well, then you're up next though, because the question is, what do they do and what do you do?
Oh my God.
You can look at that
okay. I think, okay, so we hear some static. Let me just work through some stuff. So here's the problem. Mandy doesn't know this, but if you swim up to the surface too quickly, you get the bends, which is really, really dangerous. So your impulse would be to break out of the cage. Hopefully it's rusty enough that I can break out of it. And your impulse would be to swim really quickly up to the surface, but I can't because I'm going to get the bends. And also I'm bleeding. So I'm basically living chum. So what do? I take off my mask, swallow water, and die peacefully.
That's how you stay alive?
Yeah, that's how I stay alive. No, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break out of the cage and I'm going to swim 5 meters up. I'm not going to swim up and I'm going to tread water there. Okay. And I'm going to meditate each 5 meters. I'm going to try to control my breath and I'm going to swim 5 meters every few minutes. I don't have another option. Like I can't stay down at the bottom waiting for my air to run out. So I'm going to swim 5 meters up to the surface, meditate between so I don't get the bends, and hopefully make it to the top before I'm eaten by fucking sharks. Mm-hmm. What does she do? She doesn't know how to scuba dive. So she breaks out and starts to swim up really quickly to the top.
So there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
So, they can talk to each other. And one of them does know how to scuba dive.
But I'm thinking that she's panicked. Like the panic would make me forget that there was another person there. If I was Lady Mandy.
Well, they figure out, they're like, okay, we're barely out of range. So, Kibbs is actually like, I'm just going to swim up a little so we can contact them.
Got it.
So we're in range.
Good job, Kibbs.
And Lady Mandy is like, don't leave me.
Yeah.
And Kibbs is just like, look, I'll stay close. It's okay. So, what
I
they do,
hate this.
it's the fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
What you're experiencing is what I experienced the entire.
Yeah.
So, they try to lift the roof of the cage so she can get out, but the crane's on top,
Right.
so they can't lift it.
Are they in the same cage?
Yeah.
They're okay. I didn't know if they were in 2 different cages.
No. It's
Okay.
a big shark cage. You've seen it.
I have. I've just also seen ones where you're in individual cages and like you're in 2. Okay, so they're in the same cage. Oh.
It's one rusty cage.
Got it.
So, Kibbs is like, you know how the cage looks where there's a little bit more space around the top? So it's basically like roof, kind of open space.
Yeah.
And then the line's going down.
Okay.
Going down.
Okay. Got it.
So she's like, okay, we can't lift the roof. What if I crawl through this little top hole part? Mm-hmm. And so she's like, I'm going to take my tank off.
No!
And then, but it'll still be connected on her mouth.
Okay.
Just taking it off her back.
Okay.
And then I'll squeeze through, then you pass it to me. So, they do that. She takes the thing off her back. She squeezes her body out, and then she can't get through with the mask.
So she has to take her fucking mask off. Oh, God.
What do they do? What do you do?
Okay. She can't get through with the mask on her face? Okay. Okay, I'm Ketrin. I do have pretty good breath support. So I am going to volunteer to take my mask off and hold my breath for a second, but I'm going to have Mandy hold the part that I have to get air out of, like right up to where I can sort of put my mouth on it through the bars so that I can take breaths without having my mask on. Does that mechanics work out of what I'm saying based on what you're seeing? Because I'm trying to like understand what you're seeing. Is there a way that Mandy could hold the breather part through bars for me to like take a quick breath from? Okay.
I mean, everything could fit through, just not all.
On me. Yeah. So I'm going to take it off. If I need a breath before I get through, I'm going to make sure Mandy understands that I need her to like hold it to my mouth. But then I'm going to get through and have Mandy sort of pass my stuff to me through the top.
Okay.
She does the same. Okay. I'm still unclear about like what her ultimate idea is of what to do, but I guess I'll just...
I think at this point they just want to contact the guys on the boat.
Oh, but so she's just trying to get up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Got it.
She's like, we're clearly in enough range to be like...
Yeah.
But
okay.
She's like, I bet if I just go a little bit...
We might be able to... Okay.
like,
Got it.
To them. So, okay. She takes off her mask, holds her breath, swims out through the big hole. Mandy passes the mask. She like struggles to get it on. And then you hear
No. Okay, it's on.
then she passes the tank through, she puts that on, and she's like, hurry. So they can also still communicate
With each other.
they're next to each other.
Yeah.
So she puts the tank on, and Kibbs says, Kibbs is like, I'm going to move the crane just in case you need to get out and I'm not here.
What? Why wouldn't you be here? Where are you going?
Lady Mandy says, don't say that! Same thing. So Kibbs now is trying to move the crane, and it's like fucking heavy, and she's struggling. And it's like caught against kind of like some rocks on the bottom, so she has to like move the rocks around, and she's just like struggling. And then she like, once it's free of that, she can like, she's like move the crane, and it's really so heavy, and it like clunks to the ground. So it's off the top.
Okay.
Now, Kibbs is going up to reach the boyfriend, to be able to talk to the boyfriend. So she starts swimming up, and she's like, boyfriends, can you hear me? And slowly coming in over the speaker, they hear you loud and clear.
Yay!
And the captain says, what's your aerometer at? And she says, 55 bar. And he said,
he was supposed to bring you up at 50. You're only 5 bars away.
And he says, where are you? She says, I'm at the depth. She's like, I'm at 40 meters to be able to hear you, but the cage is at 47 meters. The captain says, you're not in the cage? Get in the cage. It's the only safe place.
No, it's not.
And captain says, Javier is coming down with a spare crane hook.
To pull the...
To hook it to you guys.
Yeah.
And you back up. Like a spare crane wire or something. And the captain says, whatever you do, don't come up too quickly.
Right.
And
the bends.
And she starts to go back down to the cage. And also, this entire time, they talk about Javier, and I don't know which person it is. So I'm just like, it's not the captain, one of the 3 other guys.
Got it.
I don't even know. I figured it out by looking up them on like IMDb.
Is he one of the boyfriends?
It's like, I don't even know if I should tell you because the entire time I didn't. It's almost like not that important. It's like one of the guys.
Okay.
But it ends up being whatever. It's douche guy.
Okay.
So it's like his first meet.
Douche guy.
Is like gonna come, but they keep calling him Javier. And I was like, I don't know who Javier is, but I don't know why I would ever know.
Yeah.
So, like, I was like, it could be any of the 3.
Oh, and you also like can't see their face when they're like in a mask too. Yeah. Okay.
So, okay. So she starts going back down to the cage, and Lady Mandy is just sitting in the corner, like,
fuck my fucking life.
Keep breathing.
Oh my fucking God.
And Kibbs comes back in, and she's like, we made contact. They're coming. No need to conserve. No need.
No need to conserve.
We need to conserve air. They're coming, and they're going to bring the crane thing down. And she's like, I was so scared you were never coming back.
Oh my God.
And so they're now at this point, they're just kind of sitting there waiting. And Kibbs is just like, I'm so sorry I got you into this.
Yeah, me too, Kibbs.
And they have a little sisterly moment. And she's like, what did you mean when you said the relationship is the only thing that you're good at? And Lady Mandy, is like, you're like, have an amazing life. Like, you're always traveling, and like, I love guys and this, and it's exciting, and blah blah blah. And and she's like, I'm just your boring older sister. Like, the relationship was like the one thing I had that you didn't do.
Oh my God.
And never in competition, maybe you weren't. And she starts to say something about, what would Stuart say about me now?
Stuart!
What would Stuart say about me now? And she just kind of laughs, and, he would lose his mind. So they have this nice little sisterly moment. It's cute. And then they start hearing noises above.
No.
And they're like, what is that? Is that the boat engine? And drive off.
No!
It's like, no, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that.
Why?
So what do you do? What do they do?
Oh my fucking God. I can't be in this cage anymore. And I don't know if... Okay. So I'm going to send the better swimmer back up, Kibbs, to 5 to 40 meters again to try and see if she can get in contact with the boat. If she doesn't have reception, I now need to proceed as if they drove off. Whether they did or not is irrelevant. I have to proceed as if they did, in which case we start to make our ascent together. I would say Kibbs goes up the 7 meters to see if she can still have contact.
So, Kibbs swims back up to radio.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets to that point. She says, "Can you hear me? Hello? And can anyone hear me?"
Oh my God.
Nothing.
Oh my God.
And now Kibbs is just, we're seeing this shot of her in just like big
Oh my God.
water. Like, hello? Bam! A shark
No!
comes up from under her and swims by her. So she's like immediately starts swimming back down to the cage. For some reason the door is like caught on a chain.
Why? Why is the door caught on a chain?
And she's like, get off the chain. And the shark is coming. And the shark is coming and she like is trying to get the chain like unhooked, and then she like she gets up, the shark goes by and kind of takes a big bite coming at her. It's like it opens his mouth and she gets in right on time.
No.
And then the shark bites the cage and
Stop.
almost breaks it open.
No.
Like it's just kind of like okay, shark. And then he swims away. And waiting, and he's like, "Did you get in touch?" And she's like, "No."
My fucking heart, dude, is like Okay.
And she's like, "Okay, leading me." And he's like, "We gotta swim up. We just gotta swim up." And Kibbs says, "No," and hit the bend.
Yes.
And that's when nitrogen bubbles are get into your brain.
Ah!
She's like, "We have to slowly ascend, and we have to stop for 5 minutes, like at a certain point."
Okay, so I had that right.
Right. So she says something about 80 bar, 20 minutes. No, I don't know. They're doing some type of math as to how it would work, and it's not looking good.
Okay. The amount of air they have versus how long it would take them to ascend is not looking good.
Or something.
Okay.
So they're like, basically, how much aerometer do you have left?
Mm-hmm.
Manny says she has 80 bar. Kibbs has 30 bar. She's like, it's fine. It's fine.
Well, I guess between the two of them, they have 80 plus 30, which is 110. So they could maybe share air. Continue.
So then they start hearing radio crackles.
Okay.
And they see a flashlight in the distance.
Okay.
In
In the water. Yeah.
I'm kind of like looking horizontal. And they're like, "Hi, Javier? Hello? But the flashlight doesn't appear to be moving. And they're like, "Why isn't he coming towards us? Do you think he's out of range? Can he not hear us?" And they're like, "We need to figure out a way to make sure he knows where we are."
Right.
So what do they do? How do they do that?
I would assume can I make an assumption that they have some sort of safety thing on them? I would assume that there would be underwater flares that would be on any suit. They don't have flares. Well, sound waves carry, and they can hear things. Do they try and rattle the cage so that he can hear them with underwater? That's what I do. I'm going to try that. Mm-hmm. What do they do? Do they send Kibbs out a little bit closer towards him?
I'm going to give you a point because what you do is what they do. they pick up like kind of rocks from the floor and start climbing them again.
On the, yeah.
And again, it doesn't look like the flashlight's moving. And they're like, what is he doing? Like, I don't understand. And then Kibbs's little aerometer starts to beep.
No.
And it says 17 bars.
No.
She's almost out of air.
No.
So now, what do they do?
We got to share air. Okay. So basically, we have about 127 bars between the two of us. So I'm going to...
7 bars?
Yeah, because Mandy has 110.
No. She had 80.
Oh, she had 80. That's right. Okay, so she has 80. So we have...
She had 80 and then she had 30, and now Kibbs is at 17.
Okay. I mean, we still have to share air because... So I think what I'm going to have... Kibbs, I'm assuming, is the better swimmer. I'm going to have Kibbs take her mask off and swim totally horizontally, not going up at all, as far out as she can get to try to signal Javier, swim back, and they're going to share air from the tank that has more air in it.
So, I don't know enough to be able to know if this is,
Okay.
if that's like a thing you can do or not.
I mean, I guess I just...
Because I get the sense that it's like a full head situation.
Oh, it's not just like a...
Breathing it.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's definitely, it's a full covered face situation.
Uh-huh.
And I get the sense that the mask is connected, or like the breathing part is connected into that.
But wasn't Mandy able to like... They were able to take it off and then...
Yeah, she had to hold her breath and then she had to put the thing back on again.
Okay. I don't see that we have another option. Like, I can't, because as Kibbs, I can't exert myself while the mask is on because I'm using that much more oxygen. Mm-hmm. So I have to try to swim as close to the light as I possibly can without my mask on. I don't have an option. And that's what they do.
So yours is to...
I have to take my mask off. I don't have enough air.
Okay.
Like, I'm trying to conserve the amount of oxygen that I have.
Right.
And if I swim towards it with my oxygen, I'm using more oxygen.
So you're going to try to switch masks, basically? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Or take my mask off. Are you saying that, like, water is constantly pumping through the mask?
No.
Okay. I'm going to take my mask off, leave it in the cage with Lady Mandy. I'm going to swim out towards Javier.
Holding your breath?
Yes. Just to try to see if I can see what that light is, to try to signal him, then swim back to the cage, put my mask back on.
Okay, now you're dead.
Oh, great. Cool.
I mean, you're in deep ocean. This is not a take your mask off, breathe, or hold your breath for any point in time.
Okay.
What happens is Lady Mandy says, I'm gonna go out.
Mm-mm.
And go towards the
because she has more bars, I guess, but...
She's like, you just tell me what to do. So Kibbs says, stay on the floor because sharks attack from below.
Right.
So she's like, just stay on the floor. And she kind of like shows her a little bit. She's like, this button, there's a thing, and it's some couple words. It's like your BCBs or BBB.
Beep, 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 beep. Yep.
It involves those letters. People who scuba
they know them. Yep.
So she's like, this button will help you descend. This button will help you ascend. And she's like, no matter what, don't go straight up because you'll die.
Right. Uh-huh. Sure. Cool.
And it gives them a little bit of a up-down thing, whatever. And then Lady Mandy says, okay, I'll be right back.
No, you won't.
And then I say, no!
No, you won't. No, don't ever, even if you are going to the refrigerator, don't say I'll be right back.
So, she swims out, And Kibbs is, with her over the radio. She says, "You're doing great." She's swimming. Kibbs says, "Okay, I can see a shark. It's right behind you. You need to hide." So she swims, because she kind of sees like a little bit of a cave like in front of her, like or not even a cave, but just
like somewhere she can hide behind. Yeah.
And so she like gets right in it, and the shark is right behind her.
Fuck my life.
She gets in just in time, and like the shark almost like kind of puts his like nose in a little bit. And she gets in like just in time, and she's like, "Okay, I think it's gone." She peeks out.
No.
It's poking his nose in and kind of just like biting and trying at the rocks, and it's like just missing her. So now, but she had like gone out the other side, and now she's like out like next to the rocks on the ground, and she gets a little beep beep.
Nope.
So she's starting to be low on air.
Nope.
So she starts swimming, and she sees like towards the flashlight, like she's getting closer, and she's swimming, and then she stops and says, "Oh,
No.
oh my."
No.
She's on the edge of some cliff.
No.
So she was on the floor.
And
Now she's in the middle
the
of
Mariana Trench.
and she's like, "I can't see the ocean floor at this part." So she decided to do, and what do you decide to do?
Oh God. Oh God. I don't fucking know. Like, not be here anymore is what I decide to do.
It's horrible.
I mean, I can't swim lower, but a shark will get me from below. Okay, are you ready? I learned something. I don't know where I learned it, but I learned that if you punch a shark directly in the nose, they're too stunned and they run away. So I'm going to keep swimming over the trench, and I'm going to be prepared to punch a shark in the nose. And what does she do? Same-ish.
She's basically like at the edge of this cliff, but just in the deepest, darkest ocean of nothingness, and says, "Okay, I can do this."
No, you can't. I'm vomiting.
And she starts swimming. And she's so scared. She's like, "I can't even see like what's below me." So it's just her in this deep, dark ocean. And like, I hate this.
I hate this. Kim, you realize, I want you to understand, this is what, this is, my panic attacks look like what you're describing. This is what my nightmares are this. This is terrifying. It's too big. It's too deep. I'm somehow claustrophobic, and there's too much space. I have to leave.
I don't even like going in the ocean like as deep as you do. We go to the beach and I just like hang out. You like to go see stuff. Like I don't even like going into like the not deep ocean.
Okay.
And she's swimming and she says, "Okay, I see it. I found the flashlight. It's like in some rocks."
Sure. Oh, that's why it wasn't moving.
Yeah. And she's like, Javier, he's not here.
I really wanted that flashlight to be attached to a person.
And I think she grabs the flashlight. But she's like, "Javier, he's not here." And she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna come back." And she looks around.
She can't find where she is.
Wait, which way did I come?
No! No! No!
I'm not crying because it's exactly how I felt this entire
No! Which way did I go? Which way did I go?
Kids?
No.
And there's no answer. She's too far away. She starts freaking out. And she just says to herself, okay, stay calm, just make a decision. And she just starts swimming. She's like, "Kids, I'm so lost. Okay, I'm just trying to like hear her." Oh, then she like kind of maybe starts like hearing something. I don't know what this says. I'm so lost. Just hear her. Oh, she's like, just start banging on the cage. You know? And then shark swims right by her. And then all of a sudden, Javier is there. And he says, get back in the cage.
Get back in the
cage. And he's just in her face. She's like, get back in the cage. And then the shark bites Javier.
No!
Blood everywhere. And then she starts hearing on the radio some sounds. And she's like, Kibbs?
No.
And how did, she's like, okay, now she's like, I don't know how to find you. Like, how does she tell her to find her?
How does Kibbs tell her to find her?
Yeah. So
Okay.
she's holding a flashlight. Shark thing just happened. Kibbs is still in the cage. She's like, how do I know which direction to go?
I'm having a stroke.
This idea. It doesn't matter which person. Okay.
Well, first and foremost, I need to swim away from the chum that is now Javier.
Yeah.
The chummier. I don't know. I don't know how to find the cage. I don't know. Oh, God. Okay, so Katrin, calm down. Focus. Save your air. Okay, the amount of distance that flashlight was, we could see. So I am going to swim a little bit away from the chum, just a little bit. And I'm going to point in one direction. This is going to be my north. And I'm going to wiggle my little flashlight around and see if Kibbs responds. Then I'm going to turn 90 degrees. And I'm going to wiggle my little flashlight around and see if Kibbs responds. And I'm going to just keep turning in a little circle, wiggling my little flashlight around and asking Kibbs, when do you see me? And then when she says, I see your light, that's the direction I'm going to swim.
Is that what they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes!
So she says, she basically is like, bang, bang on the cage when you see the light turns in a circle. So she knows when she says,
Yeah.
like, I hear a sound. Okay, I hear you. So she knew, like, if she pointed that direction,
Yep.
that's where she should go in.
That's swim.
I hear you. Okay, bam.
Yeah.
Javier's dead body floats by her.
No! Get out of here, Javier!
And then but she grabs the cable that he was bringing to them.
The cable and his air, bitch! Get his fucking air mask!
Well, she doesn't grab that. She grabs a spear gun. And the
Okay.
cable.
Spear gun and the cable. I would have gotten the air, but it's fine. It's fine.
Says, I'm coming. And so she gets to the cage. Kib says, what happened to Javier? She says he was ripped to pieces.
Yep. Sure.
So she connects the cable to the cage.
Excuse me. Can I have I need this. I really need this. May I please have a bonus point for Ketrin having grabbed his air, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay. Keep going.
She connects the cable to the cage. It's like a wire cable. But they kind of mentioned about how it's really thin. Like, it's definitely thinner than the one that was on there before. And
Right.
hold, and they're just like, it fucking has to. So now Lady Mandy is going to swim up to radio range to tell them to bring them up. So she gets to there, and Captain says, is Javier with you? And she says, no, Javier's dead. The captain says, get back in the cage. I'm going to bring you up. So she gets in the cage, and she says, they're bringing us up. And they're like, oh my gosh, thank God.
End of movie. At the surface. Great. Margaritas for all.
I'm so excited how much experiencing this in exactly the same way. So then we hear creaking sounds, and the cage is starting to move.
No, thank you.
And we say, and they're like, we're going home. We're going home. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're getting higher.
Uh-huh.
46 meters.
Uh-huh.
45. 44.
Uh-huh.
The radio comes on.
Yep, great.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Cool. Sing me a song, baby.
34.
Yep.
33. 32. We look at the chain. There's a little
No.
wire bits.
No, there isn't.
All the top. 31.
Nope.
30. 29. The captain says, stay calm. Don't move. Okay, I'm going to slow it down now. 28. Bam!
Ah!
The wire cable breaks.
Nope, no, it didn't.
All the way back down.
Nope, my cable didn't break.
Okay.
My cable didn't break.
It did.
No, it didn't. My cable didn't break. I'm on my way up. Margarita on the rocks with salt. Cool.
All the way back down, and now part of the cage is on Lady Mandy's leg.
Nope. No, thank you.
She's like freaking out.
Sure.
Now, Kibbs, here's a little beep beep. She's at 5.
She's at 5? Oh my god! This is, oh god. I'm broken.
So Kibbs,
She's
we gotta call Captain Taylor. And I have to radio and let him know that you're trapped.
Sure.
Or no, I have to radio, but whatever. Her leg is trapped. And she says the tank's at 5. Okay, wait. Okay. So she goes up. Okay, she's like, I gotta call Captain Taylor. So she does.
Who goes up? Oh, Kibbs. Great.
Lady Mandy's leg is stuck under the cage.
Stuck in it. It sure it is.
So now we're at the radio, and she is like, Captain Taylor, Lady Mandy is stuck under the cage. And he asks about her tank. She says it's at 5. And he's like, okay, I'm sending down extra tanks.
Great. Thank you.
And like, the only reason I didn't do this before is because there's a chance of nitrogen narcosis.
What? What's that? I have, but what is that? I have too many. What's nitrogen narcosis?
It's losing your mind. Oh my God.
What is it though?
It's a podcast. So I think it's when you've had too much of like.
Is it what I'm experiencing right now?
It's kind of.
Okay.
You start to go a little crazy.
A little. I'm having nitrogen narcosis right now.
So he says, watch each other closely. Okay. And just make sure you're not going crazy.
Okay. Cool.
God. I think Gunnar has it. Gunnar did his nitrogen herself. Oh my God. He says, I'm calling the Coast Guard.
Okay.
Or I called the Coast Guard.
I called the Coast Guard. Yeah. I don't know.
They're sending help. They're sending people that
Great.
can take care
Great.
of the situation.
Great.
I'm sending down air tanks.
Thank you.
But because you're on like a second air tank now, that might just be too much. Sometimes that makes you go.
Crazy.
So we get back into the cage. We're both in there now. We're so scared.
I know.
We see, we see 2 tanks come floating down.
I love how it's suddenly us now in the shark. Okay, so we see 2 tanks floating down from the heavens.
Right. They have like yellow like
Nitrogen narcosis? Yellow what?
like stuff wrapped around it.
Okay.
Like in like the little square situation.
I don't even know what you're trying to say. They have little square situations wrapped around them?
You know how like a soccer goal looks? How it's just like rope with the squares?
Yeah.
Like a smaller version.
A net?
Like a net.
A net? Oh. So they're in a net? Okay. They have little squares. So a net. They're coming down in a net. Okay.
Each have just like netting wrapped around.
They have soccer goals wrapped around them. Okay. Okay. We're gonna die down here. We're not. Oh god. Okay. So we have. So the soccer goals are on their way.
They land. They land outside the tank. And Gibbs says, "I'll be right back."
Nope.
I'm gonna go get them.
Don't. I mean, do, but also don't.
And then we hear beep beep. She's at 2.
Just.
She swims to the tank, and she starts immediately switching hers out. She just takes hers off, and she's holding her breath, and then she's
switchy.
and you went back on.
Uh-huh.
Maybe turn around, and then we have the new tank is on.
Okay.
She's okay.
Whew, I can breathe.
And she says, they also sent down flares.
Those underwater flares that I needed before.
Exactly. So now we have flares.
I needed them.
We just have to wait for the Coast Guard.
Okay.
So now, Kibbs is swimming back. She has the flares and the other tank.
Okay.
And Lady Mandy's watching her.
Uh-huh.
And she says, Kibbs, get down, there's a shark behind you. Kibbs goes onto the ground floor. And then the shark starts swimming around them.
No.
Now, Kibbs is only about 3 feet away from the cage at this point.
Okay.
She is not far.
3 feet. So 1 meter.
Right there. She's
Okay.
1 meter from the cage. On the ground. Very close. And they're looking around her, and Lady Mandy's like, I can't see it. And Kibbs says, okay, I'm going to make a break for it. And Lady Mandy's like, no! And so Kibbs swims up. Bam! The shark attacks and just grabs her in the mouth and swims away.
Goodbye.
And it's kind of just like it's like we don't really see, and it doesn't like bite her. It just like, it almost just pushes her away.
Right.
And it just like drags her away a little bit.
Okay, everybody, we're cutting this podcast short. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
So the one air tank falls to the ground.
Uh-huh.
It's connected with the flares.
Right.
And Lady Mandy's just like, no! And then, for me, I felt like she was strangely calm. Because she was just like...
Nitrogen sarcosis.
Like, I need to figure out how to survive.
Sure.
I'm not going to die down here.
Okay, me neither. You know what? Lady Mandy, me neither. We're in this together. We can do this. Okay.
Yeah. So she grabs a rock and starts, like, hitting the cage to try to get her leg out. And she's just screaming, and she can't do it. And
Kim?
she hears...
I forgot that her leg was caught. I am apoplectic all over again because I forgot that my leg was caught.
You're a reminder of everything. Right?
Okay, thank you. My leg is caught.
Traumatic situation, and you couldn't see it.
My sister was sharked. I can't reach the tank.
Your sister was shark.
Yes. Okay. I'm banging on the tank. I'm trying to get my leg free.
So just pretend that I was shark.
Okay. Okay.
Your leg is under the cage. You're inside the cage. Mm-hmm. It's just like one part of your leg's underneath.
Right.
You have a spear gun and a flashlight.
I do have a spear gun and a flashlight.
Things that you're almost out of air, but you can see
The tank.
the tank.
Okay.
And actually, whatever. There's a spear gun around, but I think we're gonna get to that at some point.
Okay.
So, okay. She's trying to hit the cage. She's just freaking out. She can't do anything. Then we hear beep beep.
Nope.
She's at 4.
Yep.
She's gonna run out of air.
Yep.
And she can see the oxygen tank. It's like right outside the cage at this point.
God, I wish I had your nose for all 2 arms.
She had those swimmer arms.
Oh my God.
Hands like I do.
Yeah.
She could reach. What does she decide to do, and what do you do? Everything that I've talked about recently matters.
Okay. My leg is caught. I have rocks. I have a spear gun. Wait a minute. I am going... There's a net around my tank. I am going to take my spear gun. And I'm going... Because the spear gun, it has a cable attached to it, correct? Spear gun doesn't just go off into the distance. I am going to aim very carefully. And I'm going to shoot my spear gun so that it just grazes the tank just a little bit and catches on the net. And then I'm going to pull it back so that I can reach that tank and I can get that sweet, sweet air so I can buy myself a little bit more time so I can figure out how to get my leg out from under this cage. And I can live. Goddammit. She does the same. Yes! Sweet relief. I'm actually crying.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So the spear gun, I guess, like, wasn't totally completely next to her. It's, like, also just out of reach. And so she reaches for it, and somehow, like, it, like,
Triggers
it a little bit, and so it cuts her hand.
Oh, no.
But she gets it, basically. But at a certain point, like, so now she has, like, a gash on her hand.
More chum. So now we have more chum.
So now she has the spear gun, and she does that. She doesn't shoot it. She kind of just, like,
Uses it to
kind of, like,
got it. Put
the spear gun to catch onto the net.
Net. The soccer goal.
Soccer goal.
That nitrogen narcosis is rough.
We really nitrogen narcos started. So she spears the soccer goal. She tries to pull it back and she can't. Beep beep. She's at 2.
Nope.
She throws the spear. She almost hooks it. No. Beep beep.
Nope. What? Can you just shut the fuck up, please? Can you just stop beeping at me? I know that I'm running out of air. Can you stop being a fucking bitch about it, please?
The spear. It hooks the tank, and she drags it to her slowly, and she's like, come on. And she starts to hear, like, maybe just, like, there's, like, pounding music, I think is happening. I don't know.
I'm sorry, what?
Is bleeding. No, she doesn't. I think maybe we're just hearing it.
Okay.
Her arm.
I was like, do I need to deal with a fucking rave now?
No.
Okay.
Her arms are bleeding. Beep, beep. She's out of air. She grabs the tank. She fucking undoes all the things and, like, stumbles with the new one because she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. So she's, like,
me neither.
Choking a little.
Okay.
Trying to, like, because you have to just be like, take the thing off to put the other, like, unhook this one.
I hate this.
Just, she's literally out of breath.
I hate this.
You didn't breathe. She's breathing. Her hand is bleeding.
Keep talking. I need to refill my air tank right now. Hold on 1 second.
Air tank of wine. Yeah. Keep going.
No, I want you to be fully engaged.
Okay.
My tank is full. I got the air tank. Okay.
So, she's breathing. Her hand is bleeding. The radio starts crackling.
Okay.
Lady Mandy?
Yeah? Yes?
Mandy?
Yes?
She starts.
I'm here, yes.
Speaker.
Uh-huh.
Kibbs!
Kibbs! Hi, Kibbs!
Is that you?
Yes! Kibbs! I thought you were sharked!
I thought you were sure.
Hi, Kibbs!
And she says,
Kim sounds like Kim.
I know.
I'm having problems. Keep going.
Kibbs says, I escaped when I'm hurt.
I'm hurt.
bleeding. It's just attracting more sharks.
It's just attracting more sharks.
When she says, what's your aerometer at? She says, 30 bar.
I'm sharked and chummed.
The shark punctured my BCB thing, which is the
Which is the what? Which is we don't know what it does. Okay, it's dangerous. We don't want our BCB punctured.
something. I
Okay.
don't know. But so she's like, oxygen's escaping.
Great.
And, so Lady Mandy's like, calm down, concentrate, easy breathing, and Kibbs is just like, I'm so cold.
Oh no. Oh no.
Lady Mandy says, I'm going to get you.
Okay.
Okay? I'm gonna try to move the cage again. And Kibbs is just like, I'm not gonna make it.
No, Kibbs.
Lady Mandy's like, Kibbs, stay with me. Stay with me. I'm so cold.
Keep it together, Kibbs.
And Lady Mandy's like, hang on. And she's like, oh wait, my BCB, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
And she's like, it'll like release air somehow. So she's like basically shoves it like, maybe it's the tank of some sort.
To make it float?
So she like puts it kind of under to like release some air to lift the cage like a tiny bit, and then she like scrapes her leg out, but it's just like cut, bleed.
Oh God, we are just chumming everywhere.
And she's like, I'm gonna come find you. And Kip's like, I can't breathe. And Lady Mandy is still in the cage. She's like, I'm gonna come. Like, can you see? She has the flashlight now. She's like, can you see the flashlight? Okay. She's in the cage and she starts going around in the circle again, being like,
can you see it? Yes.
Tell me when you can see the flashlight. And at a certain point, Kip says, yeah, I see it. And so Lady Mandy says, okay, great. I'm coming for you. And she starts swimming out. And Kip says, I see the flashlight. I'm over here. And
Kibbs!
Kibbs,
I see you.
She's on the floor against the rock and she's bleeding.
No.
She's bleeding hard. So they reach each other. What do they decide to do? And what do you decide to do?
Okay, Kibbs needs air. I gotta give her some of my air. She has to have air. I can't do anything if she fucking drowns. So I gotta give her some air, and then I have to stop the bleeding. She's probably cold because she's losing blood. What am I gonna plug it with? What do I have? I don't have any material down there. I need to put pressure on the wound. How am I going to do that? Do I have something to tie it with? Do I have that netting? Do I have the netting to at least create a tourniquet for whatever cut there is that is losing blood? That's what I'm going to do. Give her air, create a tourniquet. Me and Mandy together.
Okay. This one's hard. Hold on. You don't get a point for them.
Okay.
And,
I have to stop the bleeding. I can't do anything if she doesn't have air or blood. People need air and blood.
I'd give you a point because there's no way to know.
Okay, what happens?
Handy Mandy says, we have to go out now because I'm not going to let you die down here.
Right.
So she grabs Kibbs. She picks her up. Kibbs can't even swim on her own. So she has to hold on to each other. And she lights a flare to ward off any sharks.
Sure.
And Brett's I'm pretty sure that would attract more, but okay. And they start going up. And at a certain point, they're like, Captain Taylor, we're coming up. And he says, okay, but slow.
I can't go slow, Captain Taylor.
They're at 30 meters. Okay, Captain. Captain says, slow down. You're gonna if you get nitrogen bubbles in your brain, you're dead. Okay,
oh, God.
20 meters. Captain says, stay there for 5 minutes.
I don't want to.
Compress for 5 minutes. Let the nitrogen leave your bloodstream. So I guess basically what's happening is if you're breathing in nitrogen.
Right.
So let it leave your bloodstream for 5 minutes. So now they're there at 20 meters. Just the two of them.
Sure.
In the middle of the ocean.
Yep.
The flare goes out.
Nope.
They have 2 more.
Okay. Great.
They reach for it.
Okay.
They drop one.
No, you fucking assholes. This is the one time you not fucking drop this.
Captain Taylor says, okay, 3 more minutes. Okay. They grab the other flare. They're in complete darkness because they're like, where is it? They, they reach, they're in complete darkness.
Right.
In the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
So they find the other flare.
It doesn't go off.
Sharks are
No!
Surrounded by sharks everywhere. It's their last flare. And they say, Captain, it's our last flare. What do we do? There's sharks everywhere. And says, okay, you can swim back to the surface now. He says, drop your BCDs and swim. So they unbuckle their whatever the fuck those things are, and they start swimming. There's sharks below them, and they start swimming, and they get to the top. They're at the top. They're up inside. They're above water. They're away from the boat. We can and so they throw the life circle thing?
The life preserver?
Is that what it's called? The circle?
The circle that you hold on to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The life preserver?
Yeah.
Okay. I never knew what it's called this entire time. I just kept writing. I literally wrote life circle thing.
Well, we do have nitrogen narcosis, so I understand.
They throw the life circle thing. Lady Mandy is holding Kibbs. She has a bleeding leg. They reach for the bubble, as I now call it. It's the rest of the life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bam! A shark comes and bites Lady Mandy's leg.
It
just bites and moves on. And now they're holding onto the thing, and they're getting pulled in. They grab the circle. And they're getting pulled in. They're bleeding. They're both getting pulled in. And now they're at the fucking at the boat. The boys are pulling them up.
Yeah.
And a shark reaches up and grabs Mandy. Lady Mandy pulls her back down into the water.
No!
I'm going to tell you now that she gets away, but what does she do and what do you do?
Punches the shark in the face. Punches the shark in the face.
She pokes his eye.
Okay.
And
Nice job, Mandy.
pokes his eye, and now she's free. She swims back up, and they grab her.
I'm so tired.
They're both on the boat, and now they're laying down. And it's not huge, so it's just this tiny little section. So they're actually laying like head to head. Like they're laying like my full body. Your face is next to mine, and now your full body. So one big long piece. So they're just laying there and they're bleeding, and so the guys are freaking out. They're like, we need to get the first aid kit. Like they're just like freaking out because they're coming. And so now we're Lady Mandy. And we're laying there, and we're looking up at the sky, and then we lift our hand that's bleeding, and we see that the blood is like floating.
What? No.
Out of our hand.
No. We never made it to the top.
That's so strange.
We never made it to the top. We're dead under the water.
Radio crackles from kind of like weird distance, like radio crackles. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Cut to Lady Mandy inside the cage, underwater, on the ground, laughing to herself, saying, we made it. We made it, kids. My BCB scared saved us. It saved us. It got my leg free. She's just laughing as her leg is still under the cage. And the captain said, like now we start to hear the captain say, you're hallucinating. The Coast Guard is here. We're going to get you home.
No. Oh, God.
And now two like swimmers come into the cage with flashlights, and her leg is still stuck under the cage.
Oh, my God.
And Lady Mandy's just like, we're saved. They saved us. And two people are now like surrounding her and like slowly bringing her back up in the water.
Oh, my God.
And it's just a close-up of her face inside her mask, like laugh/crying question mark.
You mean like I've been this whole time?
And we just hear like intense music playing, and we just are underwater now, like watching them from a distance start to swim up.
Oh, my fucking God. Kim, I feel like I'm sitting on this couch with you recording a podcast, but am I actually in a shark cage with my leg caught?
Have you been sharked?
Am I sharked at Narcos? Because I don't know what's real anymore. Oh, God.
At the end, that I was like, I'm not breathing. I have so many feelings. I was not well for a long time.
I was not well.
Do you want to see my dog?
Oh, God.
He's like, I'm so sorry. Did you watch that? I was like, I'm so upset.
I am also unwell. I have permanent nitrogen narcosis. I am in a cage. This world isn't real. I am underwater being sharked. And I can't get out. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
You're a stone cold bitch. Oh, God. What are we doing? What do we do? What do we do when we're finished explaining movies to each other? Like, what happens now? This is so...
This was like when I was like, I'm so glad we didn't start a true crime podcast.
Oh, my God.
When I was like, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. And this is just a complete fictional thing. And I am inside of it and so upset. What I could not even imagine if we told real life.
I don't know who you are. Or who I am. Or where I am. I don't know if I'm in a shark cage.
I'm going to count some points while you try to figure out your feelings.
I'm just gonna drink from my sweet, sweet air tank.
Air tank of life.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I actually feel unwell.
I know.
I'm incredibly unwell.
Okay.
How many points do I have? And will these points get me to the surface?
I think this will make you feel better.
Okay.
Out of 29 points,
Uh-huh.
you got 18 points.
Okay. Did I make it to the Coast Guard boat? I think that's enough.
I think we made it to the Coast Guard. I don't know what you just said.
I don't either. The Coast Guard boat. I want to see how many, hold on. Let's see how many bars that translates to. Like percent, because I'm assuming it's like percentage. Let's percent it's a percentage. What am I saying?
So,
18 out of 29?
yeah.
It's 62%. So I have 62 bars left. That is plenty to get to the surface. So I feel like maybe I can sleep tonight.
Okay.
Tonight? I feel like I can sleep tonight.
Well, you know what? I don't know if we'll be doing those things. Catherine might have to
Because I'm in a shark tank.
get some help.
If I get out of the shark tank, I'll see you next week.
I think we should wrap this up. Maybe
This has been
to do.
Kim and Kat Get Sharked. So until next time, don't get sharked. Goodbye.
Stay alive, maybe. And until next week, please stay alive.
Please stay alive too.
Stay alive.
Please.
Don't get sharked.
Ghosted me. I'm done.